What's up, guys? It's Frank here with a bit of an odd tournament. This is the very first 2v2 tournament that we've seen for Stormgate. It's called the INFOLET tournament, and here we are in the GrandFinals with Team Aftermath. That's going to be Theory and Albino, Infernal and Vanguard, versus Mixu, Vanguard, and Elazer, Infernal. So, IV versus IV. IV versus IV. Should be interesting. There's going to be a lot to cover. And casting along with me today is...
Dimension Jumper.
Dimension Jumper, welcome, welcome. Alright, so the Hexens are going to see each other, and... Okay, it looks like Elazer's Hexen's going to come down first. But I think they're going to try and block him out? Oh no! Is this going to turn into an early Fiend? That poor imp! No! Okay, it does go down.
Oh.
Yeah, the damage over time is just too much. That Hexen's pretty... Yeah, got very low on white health, but does teleport home to safety. Meanwhile, a scout harassing this poor Bob that's just trying to do his job. You see a couple of other overcharged Bobs, though, that are going to get the job done. I don't think there's anything that these Bobs can't build. So we're going to see Scout meet up with a Fiend. This is going to be chaos. I'm telling you right...
Oh,
yeah,
I could already tell you it's chaos. Right now, for Albino, their base hasn't exactly been scouted, even. They went straight for the Infernal player.
Yeah. Fast as possible expanding, being super annoying with that Scout, coming through, getting a full scout of all the tech that's out here. Gets intercepted by a couple of gaunts that just popped out of the Conclave. But it is going to manage to get out of there safely. Interesting that we see expand firsts from both Vanguard players, but not from the Infernal players. I wonder if that's part of a strategy that they came up with, or what? I have no idea, because you can't trade resources in the game just yet. And for those that are unfamiliar, I'm certainly unfamiliar with it. I think it just might be happenstance that the Team Aftermath is on it takes up the top 2 spots of the UI here, and then Mixu versus Elazer obviously on the bottom half. So we see 2 barracks go down for Albino, and the BK Lounge coming up as well. Both health both health camps get taken. But I wonder if these what I don't know is if the global buffs apply to that team or if they just apply to that player. I honestly don't know. Like if a friendly player steps on that camp, will it steal it from your ally?
Well, I think we just had our answer, considering that the heal was being applied to the scout. So, if it was the recurring, well, we often see Infernals often go straight for camps in early game, so I can almost safely assume.
Yeah, that's good info to have. Anyway, we are going to see a bit of a skirmish here between Elazer and Theory, but Theory doesn't have a big enough army. He's going to teleport his Hexen home. But seeing a moment of weakness, I think yeah, Mixu with his 1 Lancer and Elazer with all of his army are going to come forward. We are going to see the Lancers of Albino come forward as well. And,
and those are the powerful defenses.
Yeah, the Buzzsaw Cannon's going to come down. See, Kinetic Redirection isn't quite finished researching yet, but these Bobs are trying to do their best to finish making the sentry post. What a skirmish here at the natural of Albino. Oh man, I'm not going to remember any of these names. Is it going to finish? I guess it will. The BK Lounge remains intact, and Buzzsaw Cannons are strong, especially against these early game compositions. The bounce on the Buzzsaw Cannon is so good.
Especially against Fiends.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it do bonus damage against... Oh no, it's back to normal. Okay, so it did finish up Kinetic Redirection, which is going to make these Lancers a lot scarier. Especially for Gaunts. Gaunts will no longer be able to kite them, just because the more the Lancers get hit, the faster they are and the faster they attack. So we are going to see does this look like a move out? I don't know that you would want to move out with this Lancer. At least either heal him up or keep him inside of a bunker just so he's still useful. This Shroud Stone is going to get taken down by Mixu's Lancers, just because it's being kind of annoying, but nothing terribly exciting there. Luminite Camp creeps are going to go back and slowly start healing up. Yeah, I think Elazer knows that he doesn't want to attack these Lancers, otherwise it's just going to be a net bad for his Gaunt. So better to get slowly chased away.
Oh, and this is going to be interesting.
Oh, so many Bobs. Okay, but the Bobs do get the overcharge, and I think they can do the buddy heal. Yeah, and I think the Lancers...
Really what's interesting here is the medic that got caught behind all those Lancers.
And lived to tell the tale. Like, the Lancers could have just stayed there and continued to fight, but no, they're getting surrounded by so many different things. 2 of the Lancers caught inside of that giant ball of brutes. They do go down, and these 4 Lancers... They probably should go back home, but I don't know that they will. They're getting a steady stream of reinforcements from this triple barracks. Okay, and the Bobs are now building a hangar bay. All right, so we're going to see some air units coming out. I wonder if he's going to go for Hornets first, or if he's just going to try and sprint right to helicarriers. We'll find out shortly. It's also interesting to me that how the camp distribution has been split up. It looks like Team Aftermath has gotten all everything kind of on the western side of the map, well, more like on the northwestern side of the map. Oh, here we go. I guess he's just being more active with the camps. Oh, and parking his Lancer on that, his Lancers on that health camp is going to do so much good.
Oh, right. And those fiends are not going to be able to interfere all that much.
No, they do not want to slice that. We do see some Gravens out on the field. That'll be really cool. Gravens are particularly scary because of how they can interfere with your opponent's top bar. If they get a good... Oh, and it's not called Infestation. It's called... what is that called? The Graven ability. Someone help me out.
Sorry, I'm not a Graven
It's called
expert.
Sabotage, sorry.
Sabotage. If a Graven gets a Sabotage off on an opponent, like resource return structure, like the shrine or command post or something like that, it'll disable the opponent's top bar for 30 seconds, I believe. So that means no Nightfall Infestation, no promotes, no, like, nothing. It is just stupidly strong, and they do bonus to light units, which is a nightmare for Gaunts and Weavers.
You want to cancel that thing as soon as you can.
Oh, and I think he cancels. That was such a big brain play. Cancel it before the Sabotage gets off, and yeah, just to deny the Sabotage.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a big force from Elazer here coming.
Unfortunately, that was
south.
Base.
No, and he just wants to let him know that he's there. I don't think he wants to commit in just yet. And there they are speaking with pings. Oh, was that a Nightfall Infestation and a Goo Bomb that went down? Those Lancers are now super slow. And I think they're just going to be perma-slowed by all these Goo Bombs.
You can't exactly walk up that ramp now too easily.
Graven's getting harpooned in by these Weavers. We see another beautiful Goo Bomb go down on so many Hexen. Superstone goes down up on the high ground of Theory. He's going to try to contribute a lot of DPS, but between the Weavers soaking up all this damage, but the Goo Bombs just keep on doing so much great AoE damage to all those Gaunts that I don't know. I think this might be it for Team Aftermath. I think there's just too good of a concave outside of the natural here of Theory.
Okay, are those guys... now, the big question is, are those carriers going to be enough to scare this army off?
So we see a single bomber bombing... Oh, no! We see a single bomber bombing run by this helicarrier, but it needs to turn around and go home or get healed or something. Yeah, there we go. Now it starts to return to base. But at the cost of this natural, and if this natural goes down, I think that might be the beginning of the end. And the BK lamp goes down.
There's just too many Gaunts to just ignore here right now. But yeah, there's also a lot of squishy here that bomber can just take off.
Yeah, the promote on the helicarrier was super nice. And it's the Bobs underneath that are fixing it as it fights. So a lot of these Hexen are... Okay, they do manage to get the command post down. And they managed to get away with... this elite tier Gaunt... Or, excuse me, Graven. Yeah, once you start seeing the veterancy of these Vanguard units go up, that's when it starts to get much scarier. The next question is, what is the Mixu laser? I'm gonna start calling them Team EmixU. What's Team EmixU going to do against these helicarriers? Because it's not as if Spriggans have good anti-air. I guess he could start making hedgehogs. I don't know. What do you think, Dimensional?
Well, you got those. You got actually a few options on the Vanguard side with with their anti, with their a with their air to air, but currently they really don't have all that much. They went for the science vessels, and they still have plenty of ground units. But I haven't seen many exos. A really good unit that would have been around for quite a bit. I would have expected by now.
I think the Exos are good, but they also clump up quite a bit, which means that if they get goo bombed, then that's just so much damage that goes down on. Oh! Okay, that was a decent connection. Okay, it gets promoted for the heal.
Yeah.
The Graven do shoot up, and they're gonna take. Okay, it does get shielded, and it's gonna return to base. These two get.
We're seeing hog drops.
Yeah.
Inside those.
Superstone goes down to try and fend off these helicarriers, but looks like it's not going to work all that well. We also see a dragon coming down to do a bunch of damage and infest so much, but I just don't think there's enough.
Oh, we see two dragons from each side.
We're going to see a flank try and get it does get a helicarrier, another bombing run that doesn't connect at all, and these gaunts are now effectively trying to trap in these helicarriers, which are going to RTB, get healed up. Well, they're not going to be able to be used for anything at all until they're healed up. And we've also seen, okay, so we do see some bobs there. I've also seen people build a repair-o-matic next to the hangar bay, just so that any unit that comes by gets repaired that much quicker. Yeah, these bobs are gonna see all these damaged helicarriers and do their part to get them up and running as quickly as possible, so he gets control of the helicarriers again. Yeah, that was quick. Okay, so we see a massive blob of Elazer on the field, but it looks like it's mostly Fiends. They're great for absorbing like the first couple volleys from the ranged units, but I don't know that they're going to be able to do much damage. Meanwhile, inside, oh, what are these? This is yeah, these are Mixu. Mixu's got the sophisticated units. Oh, Shadow Flyers. Shadow Flyers. That's what's going to be the response to those helicarriers. Just spam a bunch of Shadow Flyers. They do AoE damage. They're the mainling in the sky, if you will.
Ooh! Okay, that was a nasty combo. Helicarrier and the spread of that miasma from the dragon.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's the Shadow Flyers. And they know where these helicarriers are. Oh, but we've got some sieged up hedgehogs that are doing fantastic damage against the helicarriers. This is just turning into like a constant fight. Oh, and they did get a sabotage off on that shrine. So does that affect the entire opposite team or just that player? I see a bubble go. I don't remember what this ability is. I think it's from the Central Command, maybe? Oh man, and a Shroud Stone trying to take down a dragon is not an encouraging sight. It does do a huge Putrid Breath on all these imps. Oh, and so many Weavers teleport right to the shrine. Okay, so it really looks like Team Aftermath is on the back foot here. All these hedgehogs are just being able to fend off these the bombers and the helicarriers really well. I wonder if can a hedgehog kill a bomber before it finishes its bombing run and goes back to the helicarrier? I don't know. Science Vessel does get picked off. Now we're up to 5 helicarriers, which is well past the magic number. He's gotta say, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, that's been a problem for a while.
Okay, yeah, GG for Albino, who just flew directly over all these hedgehogs. And that'll be it for the Game 1 of the Grand Finals between Team Aftermath and Team EmixU.